What would you say makes you so impactful on your trips, not just to Asia, but everywhere?
Well, we come in very well prepared, right? And we live on the road. And there's a fundamental difference between hiring someone that is a local counsel at a certain base, someone that does a lot of cases at Fort Cavazos or a lot of cases at MCRD San Diego, and someone who literally lives on the road and travels. If you don't know how to do that and say, oh, it's easy, you jump on an airplane and you land and you go, try doing it. I mean, try doing it like 5 trips to Asia from the East Coast in 1 year. And you're going to learn it's a hell of a lot harder than you think. So it's being prepared, being physically and mentally prepared, understanding how to just work through a circadian rhythm, understanding how to work through jet lag, and knowing the area. Because when I land, I'm not trying to figure out, oh, how do I get from Naha to AV? How do I figure out how to get to Camp Foster? What do I do when I get there? And you're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful here in Okinawa. That's what happens. And I've even seen people that bring their families on these trips as little mini vacations. And I've even made videos about how absurd that is. The key is it's routine. It's like your commute to work. Whether you commute to work 20 minutes or an hour a day, maybe your commute's from living in your apartment or your home when you travel on to base, that's your commute. You get used to it every day. The reality is when we travel, when I'm traveling from Tampa to New York to Tokyo, Tokyo to Okinawa, I see the same flight attendants. I see the same people in the United Lounge. It's the same, and I've been doing it again for literally 15 plus years. I've been doing the same route, the same routine. I'm doing it from Tampa, which is a little bit longer than it was from Hawaii, but it becomes routine. I know what to expect. I know what's going to happen when I land. I am thoroughly prepared. Ben and I make sure we are extensively prepared before I ever get on the flight. And once we get out there, it's meeting again with the attorneys who are local out there. It's meeting with the client. Oftentimes, it's the first time we've met with the client in person. We've obviously done a lot of phone calls or Skype meetings, but it may be the first time we're meeting with the client. And it's just having an action plan and being able to execute it once you get on the ground. And that's the key, because most attorneys who have to travel that far have a monumental disadvantage. And I mean a monumental disadvantage. And that's why so many other civilian defense counsel fly out there and they lose, because you can see them. I've seen it before when I get out there, and maybe there's another civilian counsel there. They look like trash. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but they're jet lagged. They have no idea of what that time distance is like on your body. They don't know how to prepare for that. They don't know the area very well. And it really hurts the client in a lot of these cases. Not only that, it may be a great lawyer, they may be a bad lawyer, but you have to be a highly skilled trial attorney too. So knowing how to travel, and that sounds crazy, knowing how to travel, but it's not the weekend trip down to the Caribbean or wherever you're going to go. It is a well-planned, almost like a mission that we take on, that we plan this out very, very far in advance and very well, at least as far as we can. I've had cases where I've had to fly at 2 days notice, right? That's suboptimal, but we can do it. And then once you're on the ground, being able to rely on what you're good at. I'm a highly skilled trial attorney. And so being able to rely on that and lean on that ability is very, very helpful to me. Obviously, you probably tell, I love these cases. I love taking these cases on in Asia. It's kind of been my legacy over the last 15 years, and we want to keep doing it. I'll take as many good quality cases that we can take on where it's a good fit, and we're going to go out there and kick some ass and win. If you're a service member stationed in Asia, that can be Korea, Okinawa, mainland Japan, Guam, or even Hawaii, and you need a military attorney that can get out to Asia and win your case, give me a call, get on my calendar. You can reach us at 813-669-3500 or at www.bileckilawgroup.com.